$130 million, it sounds like a lot of money to folks out there who have $130, but in the realm of big science projects, you've mentioned the cost of some fusion installations runs into the billions. So what I don't have a good idea, Benj, is how much money is 130 million for you guys? I know you've raised a little over 300 total, but does 130 get you all the way to commercial viability? Does it get you just through the end of the century project? I'm just not sure about scale of capital versus work to be done.
We're probably the most capital efficient fusion company out there. So $130 million is worth a lot to us versus perhaps other fusion approaches. Are we going to need much more capital to get to a commercial product? Yeah. We're going to need several $billion dollars, I would have thought, between now and launching a commercial product. Not because the fusion component of our power plants cost billions of dollars, but because Zap is unique in that we'll be building our modules in a factory. So we'll get the sort of economies of scale that you get when you build a fusion module in a factory, a power module in a factory, some of the tritium cycle modules in a factory, to then install them on site. Whereas other topologies, you're building almost like a conventional nuclear power station on site. With Zap, we are going to be building up manufacturing capabilities in order to be able to deploy and scale.
And everyone knows setting up large factories for complex machines is incredibly easy. It doesn't cost any money at all, and you can do it overnight.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So on the competition point, though, there's a lot of people out there who are doing cool stuff. I mean, I've been familiar with tokamaks and stellarators for a while. The Zap approach was new to me. I know Helion Energy is also doing a kind of a different approach to it. Do we eventually reach a point in which someone gets there first and then kind of owns the market? Or are we going to see eventually several different approaches to fusion power generation become kind of the norm around the globe, just like we have different types of nuclear reactors?
Predicting fusion is really hard. I mean, I can't imagine. I don't know another sector where so many smart people have got predictions wrong over the years. So I predict humbly the fusion future. I believe there is room for multiple players. It would be like saying, well, one person, one group launches a reasoning LLM, and that's it. We just need one. There's going to be more. I do think that the idea that there's going to be, when it comes to commercial fusion, multiple approaches, I suspect not. I suspect there's going to be one way of doing fusion in the most economical way, and that will be the version of fusion that scales. I don't think we'll be in a world where we have tokamak fusion power plants and shift flow stabilized Z-pinch power plants and stellarator power plants and laser power plants. I think there'll be one way where this is the cheapest, and that will be the technology that scales.